Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're doing good. I'm gonna start off this video by apologizing for the sound of laundry being done. Um, but other than that, here we are today. We are going to look inside of my brand new K5HL. Did some looking into it and got some information from a friend of mine, and this horn is a little bit older than what I thought it was. It was probably manufactured around 2019, and didn't get to wherever I got it till later on, a couple years, because he said the tag. So like this one is that really cool tag. Okay, focus. 123K. So 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 2. I think he said like 120K was confirmed around 2019 or something like that. So yeah, so this one's a little bit older, but it probably, didn't even leave the warehouse for a while, so that's why it's in such good shape. Other than just like I touched on the first video of this, had been run in the rain. Whoever had it before me ran it in the rain. Little water spots here and there, nothing too crazy though. Pretty much still mint condition. It's literally only been blown a few times from what I could see. And you guys can see that I'm starting to see about polishing it. Just very rough stages of doing some polishing on some of the bills. I don't know if I'm going to continue that because it is a lot of work, and the casting isn't the greatest. Kind of has rough areas, and I'll show you guys on the 1L quick here. You guys can see some of it comes out super pretty, and then some other stuff kind of gets a little bit more grainy. Just natural flaws in the casting. Some parts come out really shiny, some parts don't come out so shiny, so it can be polished. The whole thing can be polished to a shine, kind of like what the lower is, even better. But it is a lot of work, so that's going to take me some time. So for now, I just did a simple clean on it after doing some testing with some of the polishing. So we'll start to look at inside some of the bells here and show you guys pretty much what a brand new horn looks like on the inside. Manifold, you guys can see manifold is in pretty darn good shape. You guys saw the tag. Tag is pretty much in mint condition, damn near mint condition. Just your typical high five manifold. Nothing's changed really. They still have some of their casted stamps in there and stuff like that. Nathan on the back side of the manifold, patented on the front side of the manifold with part of the P&A removed due to their anti-theft little cutouts that they do there. So we'll kind of go on from that. Let's see, I gotta figure out if I'm going to show you guys all the bells or just some of the bells, because yeah, I guess we can. Yeah, we'll do all the bells. Why not? I got time. So I am sorry for my camera work here, doing this one-handed. It's never fun. You guys can see the gaskets. The foot gaskets are in mint condition. Really nice shape. We'll pull that off. Diaphragms, you guys can see the diaphragms are like pretty much mint condition. Just a little bit of just the very, boy, that does not want to focus or be in good lighting, huh? There you go. So yeah, you guys can see just how shiny these are. You guys can basically see my reflection in it. You guys can see just a little of that starting wear and why this doesn't want to focus. Can we focus up closer? Sorry guys, on the struggle bus right now. So yeah, I mean, you guys can kind of see just that very beginning where you can't even feel it with your finger. Mirror clean, insides mint condition, cushion rings are mint condition still. And we'll move over to the table here. So there you guys can see a really nice shiny machined insides. The power chamber, the nozzle rings still have all the machining lines on them, so there's literally not even any wear on those yet. The bore pockets, all the machining in the bore pockets, been really nice. All that outside machining, all that beautiful CNC work. For some of you who are CNC enthusiasts like I am and love watching the stuff on YouTube, or have actually had time to use CNCs, you gotta love stuff like that. And then I'm not going to take all these out on all of them, because I mean, it's just the bottom end of the power chamber, but we'll just look in one of them just so you guys can see how nice everything is. Yes, these are just hand tight right now for video purposes. Pull these guys out. Diffuser rings, as you can kind of see, they're in great shape. Dump that out. Base of the power chamber, you guys can see it's actually shiny and pretty much see a little reflection in there. Some of the casting is a little rough, but the flatter, more smoother parts of the casting really show that shine. Diffuser rings, of course, are in amazing shape. Normally on older diffuser rings, you guys will see like a spot either here, here, or maybe a couple different spots if it's been turned, and maintaining the horn or whatever, of just stuff coming through the airline and pretty much pelting and scarring a little circular pattern on those spots. But as we can see on this, it has had so little use that there's not even anything like that on those. Super shiny. And that's pretty much what all the power chambers look like on the inside. But here's the cool part. So here's the back cap that I just pulled off of that 1L, and we're gonna show you something really cool. So just for some backdating here a little bit. So we have a post 2016, like a very post, like right after or during the year 2016, this back cap would have been produced. This back cap is a little later, so this would have been like around 109, 110K, and then this one would probably be around 111, 112K, maybe even later. And then this one is 120K, or 123 to be specific. So draw yourself a line right here. So when they hit 120K, they started to do something a little different inside the back caps. So just for some show and tell here. So this one's kind of been scratched up, but you guys can see it's basically a normal back cap. The face is just a casted surface. The bubble is casted. All your machining is done on the outer seat for the back diaphragm, and then of course when they machine that, the wall of the back cap gets machined, and then the outer rim gets machined. And I'll try and show you through some of the scratching so you guys can see maybe you guys can see some of that CNC. It's really faint because this is an older back cap and it's been through a lot. There you guys go. You can see it right by that hole there. That really tight circular cutting. And then this one. So you guys can see it a little bit better. It's a little tarnished, not too bad, but you guys can really see it on that. You guys can see every single cut from the milling bit on the CNC, really tight, really pretty cutting on that. You know, this is a later back cap than that. Exact same thing. Literally nothing's changed. So fast forward to 120K. So once they hit 120K, they started doing experimenting. Don't ask me why they started doing this. I don't really see the purpose of it, but you guys will see it's really nice and really cool. So 120K comes around and they started doing the same width as this, a cut mark around the entire outside, and that was it. Don't really know why they did that. Now, that was in the really early 20Ks. Around 22K to 23K, they started taking it a step further, and I'll show you guys that on this. Look at that. Look at all that beautiful CNC work right there. And with this back cap, you know, with this horn being fairly new and pretty much unused, you guys can really see every little mill mark from that milling bit on here. So they started milling the entire inner face of the back cap, which they didn't used to do, and that was never a practice. I don't know why they started doing that. I don't really see anything that it's helping. Depth-wise, we are just slightly deeper than just a cast, so I mean, they're doing it for a purpose. I know they're not just doing it for the hell of it, because that is taking a lot of extra time on the CNC to cut that. And like I said, it's slightly deeper, not a lot deeper, but slightly deeper. So maybe through all their testing and they found out maybe just a little deeper lets more air vent out easier. I don't really know, but it is absolutely incredible CNC work, and this stuff is basically smooth, completely smooth to the touch. Like, you don't even, it's so fine. You guys can see how shiny it is. It's almost like there's a glossy glaze over everything, and it's cut so nicely. It's really smooth to the touch. You barely feel any of the transition from when they cut the inner ring to the middle ring and then that outer ring. And you can feel the walkout. Not too sure why they just do like a really hardcore walkout with the machine. I guess it's just in the programming for it exiting the job that it was doing. But super fancy, really nice. So anything into the 20K, past 20 and 21K, you're gonna find back caps that look like this, with all that really nice machining inside. And I really wanted to show you guys that, and you know, play in the light, why not? It looks cool, pretty crazy. I mean, beautiful machining. Us CNC lovers can really appreciate the programming that went into that, compared to just the normal casted face that we're so used to, because that's literally how it's been forever. So really crazy stuff. Other than that, nothing has changed from post 2016 parts. This is the only thing that has changed in the manufacturing process since 2016 came around. So I figured I'd show you guys that. Really cool stuff. We'll kind of get on with the video here. I don't think I'm going to show you guys every bell, because I mean, we'll show you the board ones, I guess. So the two bell is still being bored to the same specifications that it has been for a long time now. So you guys can see there's that beautiful machining on the back cap. Mirror diaphragms because they're basically new. Really, really light wear. And then just the very beautiful, very clean machining. The bore pocket is really nice. You guys can see still has all that mill marks on the nozzle ring and outer ring. Now that's been wore off. Diffuser ring nice and shiny. And then we'll check out the 4. So the 4 actually shows that it, other than the water spots that are on some of these bells, the 4 shows that it had some water in it at some point. Does not take long for water to leave its mark on this stuff. Because I'm guessing this horn only saw water one time, but it was still enough to kind of bother some stuff. So there you go, nice, really pretty machining. And here, you guys can see kind of that faint water line of where the water was kind of holding in between the diaphragm and the bore pocket. So it doesn't take long. Does not take long. That's why horns that are much older have a lot worse water damage, because it really doesn't take that long to start causing water damage. Right there you guys can see the defined line of where the water was sitting in the bore until it evaporated or was dumped out by the previous owner. Oh, focus. There we go. So, like I said, does not take long for water to really start working on staining and corroding. Not really any corrosion on this horn at all. Didn't see water long enough to corrode, but definitely saw water long enough to start some staining on there. But that's you know, same bore depth. So we have the half step bore for the raised letter 4s. If any of you are new and you're wondering what half step bore means, look back at my previous video on 4 bells. I talk all about the different bore depths and what they're called and why they're that way. So other than that, everything's super clean. The 3 and 1 are just as clean as everything else. Diaphragms all mint condition. The craziest thing though that I really wanted to show you guys is just all that mill work on the face, on the inner face of the back cap that we've never really seen before on a horn. Super cool stuff. Really crazy. Like I said, don't really know what the reason is outside of just making that slightly deeper. And it's, like I said, it's really not a lot deeper than the older ones there, but it is slightly deeper. So maybe there's something along with that. Other than that, bolts are the same. Same stainless steel hardware. Nothing fancy there. Diffuser rings are still the same material. Some type of a steel. I'm guessing it's some type of stainless, even though they do stain. Same things with the diaphragms. Diaphragms are made out of stainless steel, but yet they still stain. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Just a look inside a pretty much a factory brand new horn. It's only been blown a few times, so anything newer than this, we're just gonna kind of be waiting to see what the next changes will be. That was kind of a big one. Nothing's changed with bell size. Nothing's changed with feet, manifold. You can still take a bell from the 70s and 80s and slap it on that manifold. You can take a back cap from this and put it on an 80s bell. It'll work. So it's still very, very versatile stuff. Just over the years, it's crazy that they've kept things that what's the word? That uniform across all of these time frames, where you can take 70s and 80s parts and mix them with the stuff from today. So So there you go, guys. Just kind of a look at a newer horn on the inside and outside. And to top this episode off, I recently traded horn for horn with a newly made friend of mine that I met through work. Really cool guy, and he was looking for something different, and I was looking for something, and then eventually we just kind of worked to an agreement of a horn for horn trade. So I ended up trading, and I'm just going to show you guys a quick glimpse because it's a project that's going to take a while, and I kind of want to show it off in its own episode. But we'll give you guys just a really quick glimpse here on what we got. So there we go. There it is, and that's all we're going to see of that right now. So look forward to that in future episodes on my channel. So hope you guys enjoyed the kind of show and tell on a brand new horn. So that way if you guys ever come across something like this, you know what to expect. Varying what conditions it was and how long it was in service or whatever. You guys seeing, this one was literally blown a handful of times by the previous owner, and that was it. So never even got to see a locomotive. So it's pretty cool. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you're excited about what you guys seen for future episodes. And we have plenty of projects coming up this spring and summer. Full apologies to the model railroad people, because I did do model railroad stuff kind of in the background. There just wasn't good ways for me to film that because I don't have a stand for my phone, and I don't feel like making my wife hold the phone for like hours on end. So I did do model railroad stuff over the winter. I just didn't really get the chance to film a whole lot of it. So I do greatly apologize to some of you fellow model railroaders out there that I didn't get more content up before kind of getting back to the horn stuff. I will work on getting better at that in the future, I promise. I'll try and come up with some way, try and find a good stand for my phone, and see if I can just get more on the channel for other hobbies and not just horn stuff. As you guys have seen in the past, I've got a lot of model railroad stuff. Still tons of projects on the shelf there, just sitting around. Projects for days and days and days. Stuff that's sitting over there. So I will still try to put some model railroad content up when possible. You guys will eventually get to see what's in the fridge. For some of you that do know what's in the fridge, it's been like, I don't know, 12, 13 years of work in there so far. So anyway, enough talking. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think about everything. And till next time, take care.